What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're gonna be deleting all the chrome on the car in terms of all the chrome on the windows. I've delayed this so many times and for so long just because you guys didn't know, I wrapped my car. Not the most funnest experience. It was definitely fun, but it was also very annoying. And I told myself, I don't ever want to do this again. And if I do, I'm not gonna do it for a long time. That's why I haven't done any of the chrome delete. But today we're gonna address that. So yesterday I did the liberty of taking off all the window visors on the car so I can just start off with a clean slate. But let me show you guys what we're gonna be working with and how we're going to be tackling this whole thing. So in today's video, I'm gonna be exposing myself a little bit because if I'm being honest, the wrap on the car is not very good. For those of you who are watching my video who are probably like, damn, this dude's probably pretty good at wrapping if he's wrapped his car before, and considering that he's gonna wrap the window trim, he's probably pretty good. So just a backstory, I've never wrapped anything before wrapping my whole car by myself. And looking back on it, I'm thinking that's probably not a good idea because if I haven't done something before and it's very complex like that, why would you even do it? And I was like, what the hell? I'm only gonna do it once. But from like 10 feet, 15 feet away, I think it looks pretty damn good. If I'm being honest, say so myself, I would say I'm pretty proud of it. So if you're someone who watches this video or you're someone who owns a shop with a wrap shop, take it easy on me. I've never wrapped anything before and I'm using my prior knowledge and a DIY video on how to do this, so just take a little easy on me. But the materials that we're gonna be using today are actually from Premium Auto Styling. If you guys don't know who they are, you can find them on YouTube, you can find them on TikTok, find them on Instagram. They help me out a lot in terms of the videos that they make on tips to look for, what to do, and how to approach wrapping certain pieces of a car. And their DIY tutorial actually looked pretty simple when it comes to window trim. And I think this is something that can help anyone out, to be honest. So I'll try to make this as easy as I can. So what I did was I got this full black window trim roll so that any of the flat pieces or any of like the little curves, we can handle that. And then I got like two, like 1 yard or 1 foot black wrap so I can tackle like the back window because that curve is like kind of aggressive. So with this flat and straight chrome window, I'm gonna be using this roll, especially up here too, all the way down. And my markers excuse all the dirty window, but it's gonna be like these little indents in the chrome. So there's one, so on the Lexus, on the IS, you do have one right here, and then you have one at the bottom. So that kind of separates the back smaller window from everything else. And I'll explain all this as I'm doing it, but that's just kind of like my thought process going in. And with that bigger sheet piece, I'm gonna lay it so that it covers the whole, back window. So I'm hoping this isn't as bad as I think it's gonna be or as I thought it would be going in. First things first, you always have to clean the surface. No matter when you're sticking on a sticker or doing a banner or doing any wrap, you always have to make sure you clean the surface. But inspecting, the chrome pieces, I think I'm actually gonna do it with the door open. And each car is gonna be different, so your case might be different. We're going to be tackling this piece first. So now here comes the quote unquote fun part. You're gonna get your material and you're just going to lift up a piece, just a quarter, maybe like this much. And you're gonna lay it on one corner. So I'm gonna start up here and then I'm just gonna lay. And then as I lay the corner, I'm just gonna go ahead and, just push out all the air and lay the material onto the chrome piece. And as I go along, I'm just going to go ahead and, just slowly lift the backing of it. So you're just gonna slowly do that until you reach the end. And then that's it. That's the video. No, I'm kidding. Let me show you guys exactly what I did. So I didn't give that much extra material on this side, which I think I made a mistake on. I mean, it's not a mistake, but I wish I gave more material because there is a lot left on this side that I have overdue, but for the most part, all of the chrome is covered. And the reason why I didn't do it with the door closed is that there's this, like I said, there's the weather strip and I can tuck the chrome delete wrap under the chrome. So that just makes it a little easier. So the next piece that you're gonna wanna do is you're just gonna wanna make sure that you cut the excess material above and below. So I'll just use this piece as a reference. So you do have the chrome up top, and then there's a little black trim piece at the bottom. The top part's gonna be easy because of course you can open the door and then you won't see that chrome piece. You're gonna wanna make sure that you have a sharp X-Acto knife. So before I show you guys, I'm just gonna say this now. I really hope my car doesn't have any chrome so I don't have to do this freaking chrome delete anymore. Sometimes you think it's a good idea. You end up doing it and you're like, oh, it's not too bad. And you see the end result and you're like, maybe it is a bad idea. I don't know if you can tell or not, but you can see the chrome here, you know, it leads all the way to the edge. And then you see the top. I think it looks pretty decent. I'm actually gonna open the door so you guys can see it a little bit more. But I think it actually looks fairly decent. The only problem is the bottom here. You do see a little bit of chrome. You do see a little bit of chrome here. And if I'm being honest, I'm not too worried about it because the window visors that I have actually stick to the bottom black trim under here. So that's gonna get covered just as long as everything up top, to me, looks good. It's a go ahead. So that's essentially the general idea of how to do a chrome delete on your car. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna do the flat, straight pieces. So the bottom of the rear window and then the bottom of the front window, because those don't involve any curves. All right, so we have made pretty good progress, and I wanna say that it looks actually pretty decently good for someone who doesn't know how to wrap at all. So we got the whole bottom straight pieces blacked out, so no more chrome. And this is probably the best job that I've done, to be honest, on any wrap. So I actually saved the most difficult pieces for last, which is this absolute ginormous curve pause right here. That's something we have to address, and also this last corner edge piece in the rear window. So when I was doing my actual car, having the actual curves on the car were something that I didn't like. Sometimes curves are good, you know? Curves are always good. But when you're wrapping stuff, sometimes curves aren't so good. So it's gonna allow me to wrap, or at least lay a full square piece on the rear window. This one I'm actually kind of nervous about because you still have to use the full roll and you have to stretch it out from here all the way to here and make it look good. So how am I gonna do this? I have no idea, but you guys are gonna watch. You guys are gonna figure it out as I go along. If I make a mistake, I make a mistake. If I don't make a mistake, you guys will see it as well. So let me set you guys down and we'll see how this goes. So this one, I actually had to call my brother to help me stretch out the piece because it's square. It's not like the roll where you can easily just hold it with two hands. This one, you kind of need to stretch the material just so it gets all over. And with the Lexus, the window is kind of high. So you have to make sure the top fits to the bottom or else it's not gonna fit. You have to make sure you get it perfect and then everything should be pretty straightforward from there. So what I did was I cut out everything excess outside of the window trim, but now you have like this, you pretty much have a lot of tension in the middle. And I'm gonna talk like I know what I'm doing when it comes to wrapping. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna create a relief cut right down the middle. Make sure you don't scratch your window though. This will allow you to kind of have more freedom to move the material instead of it being fixed in that one position. So now everything is kind of straightforward from here. Everything that you've done before with the previous window trims, you're gonna clean up everything here, and then this is pretty much finished. I wanna say it looks OEM as best as, you know, as possibly can. On camera, you can't even really tell the flaws, so that's really good. But there are little things that you can tell if you actually like really look in person. But if you were to do it yourself and you were to tell somebody that you did it, I don't think anyone would notice that you have any flaws unless it's like really big. So that's like kind of your look at it. Hopefully you guys have a good angle, a good, you know, difference between the chrome that is still in the front window compared to like it all completely chromed, deleted out. One of the difficult parts about this particular window is that since it's curved, you don't have a straight line of how exact the measurement is for how long you need the strip. So just make your best judgment on how long it should be. If you want to use more material, I do suggest using more material just because you don't want to mess up. They said that this material is very, you know, very friendly. And I'm gonna see how friendly it is because wrap has not been friendly with me. So we'll see how this goes. Honestly, you kind of have to play with it a little bit. Lift it up, lay, lift it up and lay. You kind of have to do that a couple of times. But eventually, you know, if I could do it, you could probably do it too. And then from here, everything is just like you guys did before. All right, y'all, I am glad to report back that we are officially finished with one side. I don't think you can really tell, maybe not right off the rip, but you know, for someone who looks at the car every day, I think it makes a huge difference. So I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but what I suggest you guys do, and I didn't get to do this yet, after you lay the whole side, you just want to get it with the heat gun and just heat everything up just to make sure that it has a good stick. And then just make sure that there's no bubbles, you know, make sure you go over it with your finger just to make sure that everything is laid properly and everything is good to go. I think that went pretty well. But we're gonna take a stream break because I did promise 2 streams this week. I think we're gonna play some Fall Guys and we might play a couple more games too. But yeah, I hope to see you guys on the stream soon. Stream a little bit, we were playing some Fall Guys and now I'm just getting tips from, you know, the chat so we can upgrade the PC. Anyone is in the chat or anyone just wanna say what's up to the vlog, say what's up to the vlog. All right, so a pretty successful and a good stream. There wasn't a lot of you guys in there, but it was always good to have you guys chill, watch me game, you know, maybe even help me out with some PC stuff that I definitely need to upgrade my PC on. So although I wasn't able to show it, you guys kind of got the idea of when I did it on the passenger side, but everything on the driver's side is finished. So absolutely litty, looks great. No chrome at all, and I learned my mistakes from the passenger side and applied that here, so we chillin'. So overall, a huge success with the wrap. Shouldn't have taken as long as it did, but it is what it is. The new episode and the new volume of Stranger Things actually came out, and I think we're gonna watch it later. For those of you who watch Stranger Things, supposedly it's supposed to be like intense. There's supposed to be 2 episodes and each episode is like 2 hours. So it should be kind of crazy, but we have a special guest. Gang. All right, so we finished both episodes of Stranger Things season 4, volume 2. If you guys haven't watched it, or if you guys are a little late to the Stranger Things train, I highly suggest you binge watch everything because I think it's totally worth it. But if you guys enjoyed today's video and you found this video helpful, definitely give this video a big thumbs up. If you guys aren't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel down below. So we have a pretty exciting week coming up ahead of us. So I hope you guys stay tuned for that. But until the next video, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.